Renegade, renegade, renegade,
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Cook. And an alley to run. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And Huff reels it in. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play.
From their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Handoff comes to Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
So after that stop, you know the third down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again, or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. A strong safety, Sean Davis, there to break up that pass play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punter King to send it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Caught. It's Huff. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play.
Here we go, 46. Switch, and 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over. It got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and moving.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Get out there. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's complete to Huff. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 20! And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down. Hey, watch that. Check. Detroit!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now they'll run it on the toss. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits. and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
No, check, Patriot!
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
46.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Get out.
2nd down, Prescott. Prescott stripped. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights off the defender. Open space inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 25 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
3rd and long for Prescott. Lets it go for Nelson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. J.J. Nelson taking it in. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! I know he ain't got it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this completes to Henry over the middle. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Four down. Set! Green 39! Green 39! Over!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. T.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Detroit!
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot! Hot!
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it's drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A give. This is Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Prescott now throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 1st down throw for Prescott, eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to lose yardage here as they will switch ends. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
46.
Prescott from the gun. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. And even 70 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Green 39, green 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Cook following the penalty. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Back to throw. Caught. It's Cruz left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
41's the will.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It's coming now. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And they'll go on the ground. And some room to roam now. The 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the Steelers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And caught by Cruz. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
Here you go.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.